Welcome to the lecture on Chapter 6, which is digital research from the textbook, The Digital Writer. We're going to start by talking about research tools and approaches. You are going to be doing some research for your blog assignment, and this PowerPoint, this lecture should help you get started with that. So the first thing we're going to talk about are primary sources. Primary sources provide original material about a text and provide the basis for other documents. They also provide complete information that's not summarized or interpreted from another secondary source. So think of primary sources as raw data. They allow you to read the source without another author mediating the material. Some examples: archives, manuscript material, photographs, audio recordings, video recordings, films. Those are all things that you look at firsthand that haven't been already looked at through someone else's eyes. Journals, letters, diaries, those are primary sources direct from the person who wrote them. Speeches, published books, newspapers, magazine clippings published at the time, government publications, and oral histories. Other primary sources might also be research that you conduct yourself, so a survey, an interview, things like that. Secondary sources provide opinions or evaluations of others about a primary text. So a secondary source is something that's created by someone based on a primary source. A website can be either primary or secondary. It depends on who has created the website and what information it contains. They often have little editorial oversight to make sure the information is accurate and reliable. So, when we're talking about research, getting a lot of things from different websites might not be the most effective route to take or the most credible route to take. Databases are a form of a secondary um, source. They provide an index of information about images, videos, books, articles, news media, government, etc., in a central searchable location. GRCC Library has lots of different databases that you can access to search for material. Many are specific and geared toward a particular subject or audience. So some databases might just be geared toward medical professions um, or psychologists or just teachers. There are lots of specialized databases. The difference between a database and a website is we're certain, for the most part, that databases provide credible information that's often peer reviewed by other professionals. So you know that it is accurate and reliable. Images and videos are also sources that you could potentially use. Many digital texts incorporate images and videos. In fact, a digital text should probably incorporate images. You can begin by just doing a simple Google image search, but you can also use image specific databases like Pexels or Pixabay. Those are websites that give you free images that you can use. You want to make sure that you're looking for images in the public domain through federal agencies, as well as library websites that often scan and catalog older historical photos. So, lots of options for looking for sources for this project. If you have further questions about sources or research in general, don't hesitate to email me. I'm hoping that this lecture was more of a refresher for you and not all new information.